Hannibal Barca, the man who struck fear into the heart of Rome. Born into a family sworn to destroy the Roman Republic, Hannibal inherited not just his father's hatred but also his tactical brilliance. His journey from Carthage to Italy would become one of the most audacious military campaigns in history. But as with all great conquerors, his triumphs would lead him to a bitter end. At just 9 years old, Hannibal swore an oath of eternal hatred toward Rome. His father, Hamilcar Barca, a great general himself, had fought in the First Punic War, where Carthage was humiliated. Hannibal grew up with a singular purpose: to exact his father's campaigns, learning the art of war on the battlefields of Spain. But it was his daring crossing of the Alps that immortalized Hannibal. In 218 BCE, with an army that included war elephants, he made the treacherous journey into Italy. His forces suffered through snow, ice, and starvation, but Hannibal knew that Rome would never expect an attack from the north. The audacity of this move cemented his reputation as one of the most brilliant military minds in history. Hannibal's genius culminated at the Battle of Cannae, where he faced a much larger Roman force. Outnumbered, he used a brilliant tactic of encirclement, drawing the Romans in and surrounding them from all sides. It was a slaughter. Hannibal's forces killed or captured over 50,000 Roman soldiers in a single day. It remains one of the deadliest battles in history, and the greatest defeat Rome had ever suffered. Despite his victories, Hannibal's biggest challenge wasn't just defeating Roman legions, it was winning the support of Italy's city-states. While he expected them to rise against Rome, many stayed loyal to the Republic, fearing Roman reprisals. Without their full support, Hannibal could never fully conquer Italy. Though he ravaged the countryside for over a decade, he could not capture the heart of Rome itself. As Hannibal wore down the Roman armies in Italy, Rome launched a counterattack in North Africa. The Roman general Scipio Africanus studied Hannibal's tactics and drew him into a decisive confrontation, the Battle of Zama in 202 BCE. Here, Hannibal was outmaneuvered for the first time. His famed war elephants were neutralized, and his forces were overwhelmed. Hannibal had lost, and with him, Carthage's hope of victory. Even after his military defeat, Hannibal remained a force to be reckoned with. He became a statesman in Carthage, reforming its government. However, Roman pressure forced him into exile. Hannibal traveled across the ancient world, offering his military expertise to enemies of Rome, from the Seleucid Empire to Bithynia. He continued to haunt the Roman Republic, always one step ahead, until the very end. Trapped by Roman forces in his final refuge, Hannibal chose death over capture. As the Roman legions approached, he drank poison, leaving nothing for his enemies. His final words were said to be, "Let us relieve the Romans of their fears by the death of a feeble old man." In one last act of defiance, the mastermind of Carthage cheated his captors and ensured that his legacy would remain his own. Hannibal, the man who outwitted Rome and nearly brought an empire to its knees, may have fallen in battle, but his spirit remained undefeated. His name echoes through the ages as a master of strategy and defiance. Though Carthage is gone, Hannibal's legacy endures, a reminder to history that even the mightiest empires can be shaken by the will of one brilliant mind.